Okay guys, so this is Cruise Roy with the UpAir 1 version 2. It's not the Chase. I've been doing some mods to it, battery mods, 3D printed things, trying to make this thing the best it can be. And while on Craigslist today, I'm scrolling through, boo, I see an UpAir 1 close by my town, and it's for 200 bucks. So I'm saying to myself, you know what, it said 200 bucks, had it for 2 weeks, something wrong with the video, I don't know. So is it worth the ride? I said, why not? I get one for parts for 200 bucks. I got spare parts, spare battery, spare monitor, spare transmitter, spare charger, the whole 9 yards. Says he's got the whole thing, says it flies well, just having something wrong with the video. It's intermediate. So I hear all these problems about the intermediate video, and I said to myself, what the hell, let's go down. So let's get to it. I'll show you how it came to me, alright? There we are. It gave me this nice case to go with the UpAir, and I looked at it. It looked pretty clean. Not like I would take care of it and someday have a nice case. But there's the transmitter, and right off the bat I notice a little grass cutting. Now I do that, there's nothing wrong with that. So a little scared maybe, but not too worried about it. This one came with the spare props, so I got brand new spare props. I got another set of manuals, which don't need those. Came with the charger. And I noticed right off the bat, which scares me, is these little tidbits here. They're supposed to line up and go into the charger, which they really don't mean anything. You can cut them off. But I noticed that, you know, a little care in pushing that in. So I got a spare charger. Came with the B3. This charger here you can get for $2 on eBay. That's for charging your FBP. So I don't really need that. What I did get that I didn't get in that one is nuts. So I can put, on mine, I can get bigger props and carbon fiber and use the nuts instead of the spin-on. Alright, and also 4 brand new isolators. Kind of the way it comes in a new box, but this was the box I got it in. So let me put everything back in here. Tell you a little story. So I get there, and here it is, by the way. It's a little different than mine. It's got little red dots on your counterclockwise, I assume. Not sure. I noticed a little bit of duct tape on the leg, but it was probably because the wire kept flipping out, and there's nothing really on mine. They just put it in there. I'm looking at it, and I'm saying to myself, nothing looks broken. I have a broken cable on mine because the last guy I bought that one from cheap said he didn't crash, and I don't believe it. I'm one of those skeptical guys. So this thing does look, you know, he also taped it here, which mine don't have that. That little wire will just pop out. Transmitter looks good. I don't see any openings that it might have crashed into something. The serial number's still there. Probably still under warranty. The thing I don't like is deep inside, the way those wires are all squished up. And this one is an UpAir 2 version 1.0.02 on the motherboard. So, and everything in here looks pretty good. And it's the 2K version. So anyways, enough of that. You know what they are. So he says 200 bucks. I paid $360. He's trying to show me how to diddle with the controls, and I'm acting like a complete moron that I never flew one of these before. So I'm like, oh, does it take AA batteries? You know? And he goes, no, there's actually a big battery in there. I'm like, oh, cool. He goes, that's what that other charger's for. So, and he says it's pretty neat because you can see everything on the screen and fly, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, this is a poll. You can tell me, am I a bad person? You know? Live and learn. So anyways, I'm looking at this, I'm like, yeah, it's good. And he says, you know, when I go flying, you got to listen to me on my conversation. He goes, when I go flying, I do what the instructions say, I push the video and I hold it. And I hold it and I hold it, and then I let go and I take a shot, and then I hold the video down so I can take a video. And what I notice is the red dot comes on and off, and on and off, and on and off. Well, first of all, guys, as we all know, the video button, if you hold it down on a 2K integrated version, it changes from 720 to the 2K version of the camera. You're actually changing the mode of the camera, so I don't think that's an issue with this. I wrote on the forum today if there was a problem with intermediate videos, because I was looking at this to run out today and buy it. It was 60 miles round trip. I never noticed that. They're rose colored. But anyways, so 60 miles to go get this. So on with the story. Screen's got some fingerprints on it, but not bad. So anyways, he says, let's fly it. So I goes, okay. He brings out the battery. He shows me how it lights up, shows a charge. It looks okay. I'm not really confident on these batteries anyways, to tell you the truth. Pretty light for a 5400. And I don't like the way that is, so I'm going to fix that in there. But anyways, so we click it in, push it, got 3 bars. So he tells me, he goes, I'll turn the radio on and I'll hand it to you. And he goes, see, if you had a visor, you could see it real good. I'm just nodding my head saying yada yada yada, whatever. I just want to buy this thing, bring it home. So now he goes to turn it on. I'm going to lift it up because of the gimbal. Okay, now it's booting up. I'm going to hold it steady. Alright. Now there you go. You're like, what the fiddle faddle? And he's like, let me check that out. Turn the dial for me. I turn it. Doesn't want to go anywhere. So he's like, it worked yesterday. So we're fiddling with it and fiddling with it. And I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea that it's jittering. It's already recording. I'm not pushing the button. It auto started on its own, showing all the OSD, but I noticed the camera was flicking. And he says it was working yesterday. So we flew it, unfortunately with the gimbal motor bouncing around, and we tried it and tried it and tried it, and then finally in the end he said, he goes, would you take it for $100? And then we went on talking and more and more and more how he bought some other drones or whatever, and then he said, I gotta at least get $130. So I gave him $140 for this. Let me shut the radio off. So $140 for an UpAir 1 version 2. And I'm going to show you a problem, people. If you're having this problem with your gimbal, please turn it over and look at it. What do you see wrong here? I see a big thing wrong. The UpAir is upside down. So I don't know if it affects the wiring inside the motor here, but you just kind of flip it around. It must have got knocked out of position. See, that way feels kind of stiff. So, but the thing rotates. That feels better. The thing rotates around, but there's wiring in there. So I'll have to check the wiring and make sure it's okay. But let's try this again. Down with that. Turn on the radio. Click, click. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it level. Mini OSD kicks in. Turn it around. And there you go. Let me turn it down. Pans down. Turn it up. It turns up. So make sure that your camera is in the right orientation. It has nothing to do with the motherboard. It has nothing to do with the bird. It must have got knocked around because it's not sitting in the foam like mine is. So $140 today. I just got home. Just want to let you guys know it's modding time. This bitch is coming apart and we're going to have fun. Alright, so this is Cruise Roy with the second UpAir 1. And the video is running right now. So I'll have to check out how good the camera looks. But it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped since I've been here, but I know if you hold this button down, which I'm going to have to check, you change your video mode from 720, I guess, to 2K. So don't ever hold your video button down. That creates a lot of problems, and I think he got rid of it because of that. She doesn't fly that well, just like that one. You need all the satellites to make it function properly, people. I got no satellites right now because I'm inside, but I thought it was a good deal. Like I said, am I a bad person, or did I just work myself into getting a good deal? Let me shut her down. And this is Cruise Roy with the second UpAir 1, and I'm out of here.